All right, Jude, to your left, there are some dishes. I want you to explore those dishes and tell me if you would serve food to anybody on those dishes next to you.
No.
Why?
Because there's goop on.
So, obviously, in order to get the goop off, what do we need to do?
Wash them.
Yes. Now, there's a couple of options when you wash dishes. You talked about filling a sink with water, right?
Yep. Water and soap.
The other option is you can wash as you go. Do you prefer filling the sink with water or wash
Filling
as
the
you
sink
go?
with water.
Okay. If we're gonna do that, up near the faucet, I want
Is there
you
a
to
drain
feel
pipe?
around near the base. There is a stopper. See if you can find the stopper. There you go. So you're gonna put that in there.
Does it go like this?
Yes. And if you've had experience from this before, what kind of temperature of water do you
Cold.
want in there?
Well, I like hot, but
Okay, and why do you think hot water is better?
because it gets all the residue off.
It really does. But you don't want it so hot that you burn your
Yeah,
hands,
it's
right?
yeah. You don't want it really hot, but like warm.
Right. So you're gonna start the water flow. And make sure the stopper is working. If not, you're gonna have to twist it a little.
Oh, now it's working.
Okay.
Yep, it's working.
All right, and make sure you get it to a temperature you're not gonna hurt yourself. There is soap to your left that you can put in there. Soap in a bottle.
This.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Usually you just need one good squirt in there. Good, and I like how you felt it
Because
on
I
your
didn't
hand,
want
so
to.
you
Because
could
I
feel
didn't want to. Well, I'm gonna have to put a little bit more.
it. Okay.
Squirt.
Great.
Dang, the soap smells good.
It is the soap your friendly cafeteria uses every day. How are you going to tell if it's too much water in there?
I'll keep checking.
No.
I'll keep
Okay.
checking. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm done with that.
All right. Now, I'd like you, if you don't mind, to take one of the sponges. And what can you tell me about the sponges there?
They're a little dry,
Mm-hmm.
but they're damp.
Okay, and what else about them? The texture of them.
This part is, it feels like rubber,
Mm-hmm.
and this feels Velcro.
Okay, so the Velcro you said you would use more for what?
Scrubbing.
Okay, great. So to the left of you, you have some utensils and a pan and a couple of dishes. So
Can I start with this?
yes, tell me what you're doing and why you're doing it. Like
well,
as you wash.
I'm gonna put it in here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sponge it off.
Okay, great.
Just scrub all the residue off. Wow, that's a lot of this one. So you just baked the cinnamon donut and smashed it?
I did.
You wasted a cinnamon donut?
I did, but it was stale, so it wasn't like it was new.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna rinse.
Okay, now before you rinse, I want you to think about this for a minute. This right here is full of water. This one has a dish drainer in it. What would be a good idea? Where would be a good idea to put this dish drainer instead of in the sink?
On the table.
Yeah, probably next to the sink. And actually, I have a dish towel here for you next to it, so that when you put it by the sink, it doesn't get everything all wet.
Thank you.
Okay?
All right.
And then, yes, perfect. Move the faucet over to the other side so that you don't fill up your sink more and then flood the teacher's lounge. Good, and I like the way you're feeling it to make sure you got everything off there.
Okay.
Perfect. And then it goes.
Perfect.
All right. When you're doing utensils, you have, I didn't bring any sharp implements, but what would you have to be careful of if you're using regular dinnerware?
Sharp stuff.
Yeah, like what?
Knives.
Right. You wouldn't want to accidentally puncture yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could do that with a fork too if you were fairly aggressive, right?
I don't think forks are very sharp.
No, I don't know. Like you'd have to be very aggressive, I guess. And good, you're feeling between the tines to make sure there's nothing left there.
That's good.
All right, if this were your own kitchen, you'd be familiar with your dish drainer. But since this is new to you, what do you notice about the dish drainer? Feel it or feel around for a minute.
In the bottom.
There's more though. Keep going. Around the whole perimeter.
Oh, what is that for?
Plates or dishes can be stacked in there so they don't fall over.
Oh, okay.
And then feel near the back, near the wall of the dish drainer. What do you think that is for?
A sponge or a rag.
It could be for that, certainly. And it's also something you could put utensils in, so as you're stacking plates or dishes, they don't get messed up by, the forks or spoons that you put in there. Good. You are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Is this one of your jobs at home?
No, I just bake
Oh, do you?
with my grandmother.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
What's your best
Key
baking? Key lime pie? I think that seems rather intricate.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good. Good. Feeling the spoon to make sure.
Well, yeah.
You can tell that spoon has some texture, right?
There is some funny part. There is always one funny part about washing a dish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it.
Great. Okay, I would like you to move on to this one, and the reason is, well, I'll show you once you start washing it. This one is the remnants of cake, so there's cake smashed on there and some frosting. That's about a week old, so it's not very good.
Ooh. Should I rinse it first?
Well, here's the thing. If you have a sink like that most people have, it will have a garbage disposal. And you could chop it all up and it'd go down the drain. But sometimes you have a sink that doesn't have that and you don't want a whole bunch of things mucking up the pipes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to your left, along the counter, there is a trash can. If you keep going to your left, right next to you there. And you can kind of hit it against the side of the trash can
Yes.
and knock stuff off of it before you wash it. That was a really good observation.
Wow,
Good.
a lot of stuff is going on with it. I think that might be enough. But
Good. All right. And then you can wash it. Yeah, you got most of the cake off there. That's great.
not my fave.
Well, at least it's cake and not like, bacon grease or something.
That would not be fun.
And what can you tell about the material that plate is made out of?
I think it's half and half plastic and well, no, it's plastic.
Okay, so you can keep watching. But you're right, it is plastic. Because there's something I want to point out to you when you have finished scrubbing.
Let's rinse.
All right. right, make sure you feel around the edges of your plate that you got all the frosting off of there. Yep, turn it just like that. That's perfect. When you turn it, you get all the parts.
Dang it.
Very good, Jude.
I'm getting the inner edges.
That's perfect. Because those are things that are easy to miss in the sink, maybe, you know, and now you are getting all pieces.
This is definitely taking longer though.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and turn off the sink. I want to show you something on this plate.
Okay. There's those.
Now, you noticed on this plate, there's some raggedy parts, right? Like you can feel over here in particular. Right. Sorry, I keep you right here. Do you feel how it's rough over here?
Yes.
Okay, with plastic sometimes when you microwave it, it gets kind of jaggedy parts of it
Yes.
cook. And so if this were your plate in your kitchen, you'd be familiar with that and know that that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and here you might be scrubbing for a while, but that's something also you
Yeah,
feel
but
for
I
on
know
plastic.
the difference. I thought this was kind of like a label.
Oh, yeah, and it does kind of feel like that.
Yes.
Yeah, you did a great job. Fantastic. Why don't you go ahead and put it in the drainer? All right, make sure you pour it down the sink and not on the countertop.
All right.
All right, good. Okay?
Whoa. Yeah, whatever. The teachers don't care.
All right, we'll go ahead and put that in the drainer.
There's one part of these things that really gets it. Though.
Yes, it does.
These
In that
parts.
lip right there?
Yes.
Mhm.
That's why I need to get and that part.
Yep, you got it.
Done.
All right, now, now what would be precarious about this if it were
Roll
glass?
all over. Oh, it could fall.
Yes, so you just want to be
Shatter.
careful about putting that on there. And
Yes.
how is it going to dry better, upside down or right side up?
Upside down.
Right.
Great.
All right. Now, since we have finished the dishes, you want to take the stopper out of the left-hand sink. Good. Put it back where it was. And then to finish completely, we're going to use the paper towels at the school. Go ahead and tear one off, and then we're just going to kind of wipe off the sink so that it doesn't
Wipe off
get
the
somebody all wet. You can tear
inside
more
of the
off.
sink?
No, the countertop where somebody might lean up against, like you are right now, so they don't get water all over.
All right. Just wiping a little on the
Yep,
sink.
just like that.
Start.
Perfect. And then you can throw that away.
All right. Trash can.
That's right. And great.
Yeah.
You washed a whole load of dishes. Thank you, Jude.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.